This is not the greatest angle, but that's fine. Do I do my intro? Do I bother? I don't know. Do I even have an intro? I always say like, hey YouTube, how's life? But that's starting to get kind of cheesy and I don't know how I feel about it. Anyways, I'm just gonna preface this video. This is editing. I still haven't fixed my smoke detector thing. You couldn't already tell. I filmed this video a year ago. Yeah. Basically, I filmed this video a year ago. I think it was actually like pretty close to like exactly a year ago because I'm pretty sure I made this like around March, April, something like that. I think it was March. I did make this like a good year ago. Like this is like the video where it occurred to me that if I put my phone on top of the lamp, I can get a really nice overview. And this is the video where I learned that. So you're gonna be treated until then to a bunch of really unflattering angles. And yeah, basically I just had this footage sitting in my camera roll for quite some time now. And I was like, you know what, it's about time to make a very subpar watercolor video. I'm also not really great at watercolor. Like I've definitely improved since then, but even so, kind of iffy when it comes to watercolor. So this is not gonna be the greatest thing. Also, the watercolor piece, it's based on this photograph. I hope that imported because otherwise it's just awkward. So my school has a writing club, and then the writing club has this thing called a literary journal that we publish every single year. I have made it into the literary journal 2 years in a row. Will there be a third one this year? I don't know. I should probably actually email my teacher about that. I don't really know what's going on. Basically, students submitted poems to the literary journal last year. My art teacher picked a couple of the poems, and we were instructed to pick a poem, then pick a line or two from the poem, and do an illustration based off lines in the poem. There's probably an easier way to explain that, but whatever. So basically, that's what I did, and I based it off this picture. Also, my friend said it looked like the Sonic poster, so that was really great. I wasn't going for that, whatever. I was going for like kind of Tumblr, edgy, apocalyptic, whatever aesthetic, but apparently I just recreated the Sonic poster. Good job, pass me. Yeah, that's it for this intro. It's not really an intro, this is basically like half the video now, but that's okay. Here's the video. Okay, the video's starting. Ready, set, lettuce? Okay, so if you're wondering about the lettuce in the background, basically I have a rabbit and I was supposed to clean the lettuce, but instead I don't remember why. I had lettuce to feed my rabbit. I don't remember if this is before or after I cleaned some for her. I just know that it was just chilling there. Basically, before I began, I just had to wash off some of my paintbrushes because I literally never do that, and it was just really gross. Okay, so you might be thinking a couple things. One, I don't clean my brushes often, so that's why I do such a heavy duty clean. Two, I'm wasting a lot of water. I realize that, but the thing is, there's soap and paint and all kinds of stuff in it. I cannot use this water to like water my plants or anything like that. It's just not going to be good. It probably wasn't even great that I let it go down the sink, but like I don't know how to time travel yet, so for now we're just gonna have to watch me waste a lot of water, but it's also not a waste because I did really need to clean these brushes. And for any artists out there that are wondering what kind of paints I use acrylic and watercolor. That's why I'm just washing them with soap and water. If I use oil, obviously I have to use like chemical stuff, but I don't really use oil that much. This is not a flattering sketching angle like at all, and I'm well aware of that now, but at the time I really didn't know how to get a good angle. This is what we're looking at. Yeah, I'm really sorry. Don't worry though, because I'm like 75 to 85% sure that the angle is going to improve later in the video. Don't quote me on that though. Oh, or okay, maybe not. Also, fun fact, this is my first time using these brushes. I've never used these, and they're like made for watercolor, but clearly I don't know what I'm doing or how to use them, so just don't mind me. I think my plan, though very poorly executed, was to get like a very flat wash of color and like a very pastel-y wash. Okay, so I kind of gave up with the other brushes because they were just way too loose for the kind of, I don't know, like I just like having a bit more control. So I'm going back in with a normal paintbrush. That's as close to the true colors I can get it on this phone. So basically, what I'm trying to show you is I mixed purple and red. I'm gonna try to make the shoes red, sort of Into the Spider-Verse, kind of inspired, I guess. We'll try to make this blob look like a sneaker. It's kind of annoying because my sketch looks significantly better than the actual thing. So hopefully I can fix that. Okay, I think I finally found one of these brushes that I like. It's this one, because it's a little bit stiffer than the other, so I can like, I have a bit more control, and it's definitely a lot faster than having to use a tiny brush over these like bigger areas. And originally I was gonna make these gray, but it turns out I don't think I have any black paint because I thought this one was black. Turns out it was purple. I thought that one was black. Turns out it was brown. And that one I can tell is green. So I guess they're gonna be blue sweatpants, which is fine. That's like the original as well, along with the red shoes. But yeah, I guess it does kind of look like Sonic. Okay, so I just realized I thought this was a blue, because it has like, you see those blue spots? I thought it was blue. Yeah, so it turns out that was the black. This one, that's black, not blue. So I could have done gray sweatpants, but I think I'm gonna try to make these a little bit more of like a gray blue if I can. I don't know. Watercolor really isn't my forte. Clearly. We'll see. They kind of ended up just looking like jeans, but you know what, it's fine. Creative liberties. So from this, yet again, another really poorly framed shot. Like, look at this. I looked up reference pictures of like the Northern Lights, and I was kind of trying to do something like that, sort of. Again, I was aiming for a very apocalyptic style. I don't know if I actually achieved that, but like that was the goal. And it was a lot of just me sort of messing around with washes of color, trying to figure out how the heck watercolors work. Again, I filmed this a year ago, and since then I've improved immensely with watercolor. For anyone who actually knows what they're doing, these watercolors are the Winsor & Newton watercolors, which are really, really high quality. And I'd say they're definitely on the pricier side, but like if you really like watercolor and you know what you're doing, then they're definitely worth it because the quality is just really nice. If I could go back in time and paint this the way I probably would have painted it today, I would pick one of the colors, for example, red or blue, and do a very light wash of all the things that are going to be red and blue, and then wait a day for them to dry, or maybe use a hair dryer to speed up the process, and let those dry completely 100%, and then go over and just like add layers, because you can definitely layer watercolors, you just have to wait for it to dry. Okay, so I think I'm done with the paint for now. Maybe I'll go back and add more, but I don't really feel like it. This didn't turn out. Definitely this is not what I was expecting when I sat down to paint this. So like I'm not mad at you either. I think it kind of looks cool in a really weird way. I still have to do the line art and like ink it and stuff, but I think I'm gonna call it quits for the color just because I'm struggling. I don't know. I think it kind of looks cool. Like a page in a comic book maybe? I don't know. I don't really know what I was intending, but I guess I'm satisfied with it. I literally don't know how I didn't notice that my camera was falling over, but like whatever, it's fine, I'll fix it. So like I said in the last clip, it kind of reminded me of a comic book, and especially with like the white edge on the side, I kind of just took that idea and ran with it, and I'm not sure I love exactly what I did. I definitely would leave out the little speech bubble that you'll see later, but other than that, I definitely like the line art and sort of how it has a much more textured look when you add all the sort of like little dots and lines and hatching and stuff. To do the majority of the lining, I use this Sharpie pen. It's like a really fine sort of felt tip pen, and you can get these in packs of 2 or 3 for like a couple dollars. I believe it's under $5. I don't know much about like the light fast or like if it works with water. I didn't really test that, but if you're a beginner and you just want like a nice simple art pen, I think this one is a really good option. Also, this is the point where I finally figured out how to get like this good overhang angle, so good for me. I love how I figured that out when I'm pretty much done with the painting. Also, sorry if my mic is like picking up background noise. My mom is watching the news, and for some reason it is really, really loud. We just got this like Roku stick thing or whatever, and for some reason all of the news channels and all of the ads are really, really loud. And our remote doesn't work with the Roku or our TV, so we just have to like get up every single time to turn it down, and like it's just kind of a hassle to do. Honestly, my favorite part of this painting is this little tiny UFO thing. I have no idea what compelled me to add that in there, but I just kind of did on a whim, and I really like it. I was clearly really concentrating on getting like a nice line because I keep butting into the frame, sorry about that, but I'm just finishing off the rooftops here and like all the little details on the road, and yeah, this is the final piece. I wish I had a better picture of the final piece, but this is it pretty much done. I did add like a little comment in the side, like in a little speech bubble, but I don't have a picture of that, and it honestly looked really bad. But I never filmed an outro, so I guess this is my outro. So if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up because that's the thing, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye guys!